It's 6 a.m. Your alarm goes off. You reach for your phone like you always do. But something's different. Instagram? Gone. TikTok? Vanished. Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, Facebook, all of it, just poof, wiped from existence overnight. No hacks, no outages, no conspiracy. Social media simply disappeared. The question isn't how it happened. The question is, what happens to us? Let's find out. Hour 1. Panic hasn't set in yet, just confusion. But then, within minutes, something unexpected happens. Emergency services get slammed. Not with emergencies, with calls from confused people asking, "Did you lose social media too?" Businesses are in chaos. Small creators who relied entirely on TikTok and Instagram for income just lost their livelihoods. Influencers wake up to find millions of followers, and their income evaporated. No warning, no backup plan. News networks are scrambling. How do you cover a story when your main distribution channel is gone? TV ratings spike. A relic from the 1990s suddenly makes a comeback. But here's the eerie part. For the first time in over a decade, nobody knows what's happening to anyone else. Your college friend in another city? No idea where they are or what they're doing. That influencer you followed? Just gone from your reality. Millions of parasocial relationships severed in an instant. The void feels strange. By day 3, Wall Street is hemorrhaging. Meta's stock? In free fall. Twitter? Already bankrupt. The entire attention economy, the trillion-dollar machine built on your scrolling, collapses. Advertising changes overnight. Companies can't target you with algorithmic precision anymore. They go back to billboard ads, traditional media, word of mouth. It's 2003 again, except we're worse at it. But something unexpected starts happening in homes around the world. Teenagers, for the first time in years, get bored. Genuinely, uncomfortably bored. And boredom, real boredom, leads somewhere interesting. They pick up instruments. They read books. They call their friends on the phone and hear actual human voices. Parents eat dinner with their kids and there's actual conversation. Eye contact. Listening. Parks fill up. Not because some new social media trend told them to be there, but because there's literally nothing else to do. Loneliness, which had been digitally mediated, becomes real again. And real loneliness forces us to actually connect with people near us. Local communities rebuild. The bakery on your corner becomes the place you actually gather information. Your neighbor's name, which you'd never learned, finally matters. But this isn't all wholesome. Misinformation goes viral in other ways. Without fact-checking algorithms, even bad ones, rumors spread through WhatsApp and email chains like wildfire. A false story about a vaccine spreads through text messages to your grandmother before anyone can debunk it. Harassment doesn't disappear. It just goes back to phone calls, emails, and in-person confrontation. The internet didn't invent cruelty, it just made it scalable. Now cruelty is just slower. Here's something bigger. Social movements lose their coordination. The Arab Spring happened because of social media. Black Lives Matter, Me Too, climate activism. These movements use social platforms to organize. Now, that organizing gets harder. Some movements die. Others become more grounded, more local, more genuinely connected to real communities, less performative, more real. But organizing healthcare strikes, environmental protests, keeping power accountable, that takes longer now, much longer. Week 2, the withdrawal hits hard. Phone addiction instantly becomes historical because there's nothing to be addicted to. The average person's screen time plummets. Depression and anxiety linked to social media use improve for some people, dramatically. But for others, losing that constant validation, that endless stream of connection, they spiral. Therapists see a spike in patients, not because social media is gone, but because people are forced to confront what was actually missing underneath all that scrolling. And this is crucial. The internet doesn't go away. You can still blog. You can still post videos on your own website. You can still email newsletters, but it's no longer algorithmic. It's no longer designed to be addictive. Artists who relied on algorithms adapt. They build real audiences again. Audiences built on actual quality, not timing and trends. Remote work, which exploded during the pandemic and was sustained by Slack, Discord, and constant connection, becomes complicated. Some companies require people to come back to the office. Others invest in better infrastructure. Communication changes. We become less always on and more intentional about connection. Loneliness becomes a genuine crisis, especially for elderly people who'd finally found community online. Teenagers who'd built friendships across the globe lose those connections. Long-distance relationships built on constant digital communication strain in ways we haven't seen in decades. And maybe most surprising, political polarization decreases. You're no longer in algorithmic echo chambers designed to show you ever more extreme content. Your feed isn't personalizing outrage anymore. You watch the same news your parents watch. You see the same information your neighbors see. But is it real information? Or is it just the bias of whatever local news outlet survives? So we've covered the chaos. Economic collapse, job loss, disrupted movements. We've covered the liberation, less addiction, more sleep, real conversations. We've covered the cost, loneliness, lost opportunities, organizational challenges. But here's what's really interesting. If social media truly disappeared tomorrow, we wouldn't actually disappear. We'd adapt. We always do. We'd rebuild. We'd create new structures. But we'd be forced to ask ourselves some uncomfortable questions. Here's the question that should make you think. If social media disappeared today, what part of your identity would disappear with it? Not the addictive scrolling. Anyone can quit that. But you, your sense of who you are, your worth, your community, your purpose. How much of that exists only on these platforms? And here's the follow-up, the one that might keep you up at night. Should that be true?